9 under is Brian Gay as we pick him up at the 16th. This for birdie. This will move a little right to left as he comes to the hole. And that one drops below. He was reading these much better over the previous couple of rounds and just hadn't seen enough of them fall in this final round. He did have 3 birdies through his first 11 holes, but has lost those shots, including a double at 14, and he's coming off bogey at 2. Now at the 18th, Aaron Wise, this for birdie. Chance to get to 9 under. Wise finishing with a birdie at 18. Good way to finish the day. So a pair of birdies over his last 4 holes, and he gets to 9 under par. Under 70 for the Web.com Tour Drag. As he wraps up his round. Bo Hostler for birdie. He can get back to 5 under. At 1 point, Hostler got a share of the lead. That one falls. He was asking for it. He had a very disappointing 3 over 74 after opening 65, 67. Hostler was cruising as he moved it to 12 under, but has lost 8 shots since. Here's Kevin Na for birdie at 17 to get to 8 under. And that one straightened out. With about a foot to go to the cup, it just flattened out on him. Bill Mickelson taking a look at that one as well. So Na will look to mark that. And Mickelson will come from the other side. 17 under for Potter. Ches Reavie and Dustin Johnson now knotted at 14 under. Ted Potter Jr. off the green at the par 5, 14. Scrambling.
Straightforward open run for Ted Potter. And it's exactly on the line of Dustin Johnson's spot, so Dustin kind of walked in there quickly to give a good view of that.
That was really good touch in the situation. More good touch, nerve.
Ches Reavie now here on 16, second shot. See that hole cut way in the back. The idea is to get to the left of that, so you're putting up the hill. Got his attention. Oh, good hard bounce, rolls up nicely. Okay. Okay. And Ches Reavie now, he is 14 under. 3 shots back, excuse me, and those guys don't care whatsoever how many he's back. It's a fun day here on the beach. Lounging.
Fingers.
Yes, they will.
Motherfucker.
14.
Well, we'll see if Dustin learned something from that little chip.
So muckling
I don't think
shot.
this putt breaks as much to the right towards the ocean as you would think, since they've redone it. Yeah, and I think that not having his amateur partner Wayne Gretzky today has really been an issue for Dustin in terms of pace of play and patience.
Yeah, having just the threesome and not having someone to kind of hang with and put your arm around and, you know, just chit-chat with when there's lots of spare time out there. They're good buddies. They play a lot of golf together. Well, that really did swing.
That one fooled me. I didn't think it would be quite that much.
And I think if he doesn't get into the mix here at the end or win, he'll question that laying up there with the second shot. But you never know what can happen here. A lot of pressure on these holes coming in. Now, can Phil Mickelson go 2-3 in the last couple of holes and make up for that bogey at 18 yesterday? This is tough to read, this putt. Goes to the right early, then goes back to the left at the end, but Phil Mickelson makes it. Three birdies in the last 4 holes for Phil. In a tie for second, 3 behind. must birdie the last. Put a little pressure on. Looking for his 5th victory here. He's played 22 times at the AT&T. And like all the players here, they love these courses, especially Pebble, right here on the ocean. A special win for him. Over 10 on the bag. Okay, over to 15.
In Merritt, now in 5th place. Go on, stay there. Stay there, you devil. Make yourself land it 4 yards right at the flag with a wedge in your hand. Back to 14.
Yeah, good putt there, Peter. Inside left firm.
You know, Ian, if you look at the categories of the game, bunker play is probably Dustin Johnson's weakest category. And I have to think that those two big gaping bunkers guarding this hole led to this decision.
Yeah, good point, Peter. Yeah, or maybe he thought that the 3-wood was just going to go so long he couldn't control it. Lots of trees and difficult chipping from around the green. But still, his short game is so strong too with the wedges. Number control. This for par to stay 3 in front of Nicholson, Johnson and Reedy. So they'll head over to the 15th tee, and will Dustin, do you think, Peter, be second guessing, do you think, or just shake it off and try and birdie the next?
I don't think he does much second guessing. He just makes his decision and goes with it. It's just kind of getting a bad yardage there. He would have had a killer if he mishit it at all. He's going to come up probably short right in that bunker, and that's a really difficult shot. And the 3-wood, if he catches it solid, could have gone 15 yards over.
Yeah, but up there in 15 tee. It's a tough one. Let's go to 16.
Try to get within 2, Ches Reeby.
You've just missed Larry Fitzgerald's coin. Got to come in from about 9 o'clock on the face of the dial.
Perfect line, wrong speed.
Correct.
It's always something. He's having just a great approach to the greens, which is a heck of an indication that he's 3rd. Tee to green, he's 2nd. Scoring average on the tour, he's 8th. Now this was earlier.
This is the big rainbow putt, Gary.
He just about broke his leg here. He thought he made it. He jumped over on the left. That ball had to go in. He's going to hurt himself if he does that again. He's been watching Larry back there. There we go. Larry'd like to have that move on a quarterback.
With an iron? Well, I'm glad about that, because definitely didn't need the driver.
Well, he's got 295 to that cross bunker in the middle of the fairway, so one thing is to stay short of that, the other is to stay out of the divots,
Yeah.
because that's a minefield there where everybody's been laying up.
Our top tracer technology, tracking this one down the left side. Where's the fade? Oh, scuttling along. I think he's going to end up being fine.
Yes,
but
he is.
don't think he intended to go that far down the left edge. There's a little better angle from that left side with that back right pin. Streelman tapped in over at 16 to stay at 13 under. And again, Potter is out of bounds left and right here.
You have to be careful. He's been squashing a few. They've been going a little left.
3-wood.
No problem.
Tell you what shots Dustin has missed. He's missed every single one of them on the proper side of the fairway to get the best angle to the hole.
Yeah, that doesn't happen by accident. Up ahead on the green, it's Merritt for birdie.
Look at this pushing it. They know he's going to snap. Look at it, just opening the face and ripping it.
Bill Nicholson having birdied the last 2 holes. Passed a little bit on the 18th tee, ready to attack the par 5. And right now it's time to go and go. Presented by Callaway. Here's Ian.
The second shot on the 18th at Pebble Beach all begins with the drive. If you can get it up here on the left-hand side where I am, you can have a go at it. Even the front bunker's not a bad place to go. But with my rogue 3-wood, I think I can reach this green in 2, and I'm going to attack it. So home in 2 on the 18th at Pebble Beach. Not too shabby. Left myself an uphill putt for an eagle 3. I still got it.
At the 17th, Bo Hostler, 5 under par, coming off the birdie at 16. And Hostler, 1 over on the inward half, looking to even things up with a possible birdie here. This will come off of that little apex, and it'll start to work back towards the flag. So leaving about 18 feet and a putt for birdie. Russell Knox looking for birdie at 18. He'll start this, looks like about 4 feet to the left of his target. Knox, very close. Might have needed to start it a little further left, if you can imagine, but the speed was important there. So Knox will wrap up the day with a par at the last. Brian Gay, 17, 9 under par. He is looking out to the right. It turned over right to left nicely. And Brian Gay, this one going to the back of the green. And that'll leave a longer putt. So Gay will be the first to go on the green from about 35 feet. KJ Choi to get to 8 under to finish. Comes off that little spine. Choi just missing. Final few holes for our last groups coming through. Ted Potter Jr. remaining at 17 under, scrambling at the par 5 14th, so he was unable to pick up a shot at one of the par 5s on the back 9. Meanwhile, Mickelson to 14 under, Reevy and DJ all there, sharing. Second, third is Streelman and Merritt. They've got a share of 5th for Streelman and Merritt at 13 under par. Jason Day is right now at 12 under par. We'll go check on the odds.
Where's the 15?
Come on.
Day over a birdie putt. The 13 under. Today's aerial coverage is provided by Goodyear. You're a hiker, Nick. Next time you come, you ought to go down to Point Lobos State Park.
I will. I'll bring my hiking boots.
It's fantastic. Troy Merritt for par. Oh, well, you just been victimized by the horseshoe at 15. Curls in. Big tee shot coming up here at the 18th. He's never eagled the hole in competition. 36 rounds of AT&T competition.
There's the tree right in the middle of the fairway.
That's an aggressive line.
That's perfect.
Yeah, he's going to be really good.
Left side, oh, big carry.
Big time gig.
19 birdies this week. That's great for Phil. Well, he always makes lots of birdies, but just five bogeys. That's the big improvement.
At 15.
Well, chopping in a, what was that?
Now he had a little bit of a downhill lie from 118 and caught it just a fraction heavy.
The man who's been landing his wedges right on the number completely gets him. So well, this could be the door that Ted Potter closes the door.
Some strange wedge shots by him. The one at 10, the one at 11, I know it was out of thick rough. The one at 14 wasn't great. This one missed that we showed you in the MetLife matchup. He missed with a sand wedge into that green, the hill there.
Just just a gap wedge now from 111 for Ted Potter.
Talk about the fourth hole where DJ missed. Now let's see what Potter can do.
He's got plenty of distance, might need to get down.
That's trying to swoop a draw. Wow, that's completely different place. A hooking. You've been watching, seeing how every ball has gone to screen right. So that was very impressive to hook it in and actually hold it up into the hill. 60.
Charles Schwab now. He's right there, huge supporter of golf. Champions Tour, this tour. Oh, yeah, Chuck. That'll way to toss it in there. Yes, sir. Built one of those homes out there on the 5th hole and help that that new hole come to fruition. Okay, just a driving iron. First bunker. Don't even worry about that one. It's 2 on the right, you see over there. That's where you toss it up underneath that. Just perfect right there, 230 yards out. Same idea. That one will be a lot higher than Troy Merritt hits it. Probably go just about the same distance as it did 1 yard farther. 235.
Mickelson at the 18th. Looking for Eagle. Eagle on the brain. Tuesday, CBS Sports Network. Richmond against Rhode Island. The Rams having a big year. CBS Sports Network. $15. Tustin on the side hill line.
Very delicate shot here.
This will hook as well.
The only good news when those things run out of gas, they generally fall down the fall line, so you have a relatively straight putt for your par.
How about the putt coming up for Ted?
This should move considerably to his right. But Nick, I got to tell you, I am really impressed with his composure. He has shown me no quickness, no extra tension. He looks like a competitive veteran out here.
Yeah, he's handled all the, the stressful long putting down 10 and 11 really well, and good touch, good hold out on 12. And that was a well controlled wedge shot. That was all intentional. Play a little hook to get it to spin up the hill, which means your hands are good.
Early in the broadcast, we mentioned the ankle injury when he slipped shortly after he had won at the Greenbrier. It required surgery in 2014, plate and screws and the whole thing. And once that healed, he learned how to play with it. It never felt right. He had surgery the following year to take everything out. And it's been a while for him to feel like it's been Potter of old. And he was playing all those mini tour events and winning in 2012 at White Sulphur Springs. That's for birdie. Watch out.
Great try.
You know, that ankle injury essentially cost him about 4 years of his PGA Tour career, and that's tough to take.
What do you think the most hazardous thing, other than that little body of water to the left of the 18th, but the shots that are coming up that's going to put some pressure on him?
Well, he's fine. I mean, 16 really should be, it's all about position that second shot. 17, just carry the bunker and you're good. But he may, if Dustin doesn't hold this, then all eyes will go to Phil. If Phil can birdie the last to get to 15, well, then he's got 3 holes, 16 and 17 being the most important, because if he's got a 2-shot lead playing 18, you play a real 3-shotter.
Absolutely.
Don't even think about it, don't even look at. You can hit an iron off the tee, iron, and a 9-9, and there it is.
For what it's worth, the Mickelson group is still going to be waiting for a while. It's, the group ahead of them is just on the green now. Dustin over at the 15th has this for par.
Right back up the slope and
Little left to right.
what's make here?
Yeah, no, left to right. Can't bash it left till they want right. Like that. Well, that wasn't bashed. That was a good effort. It just didn't quite lean to the right, did it? Don't touch anything.
I tell you, Nick, you know, you look at the architectural genius of this course and the Greenbrier, and really this week, it lets two players of such contrasting styles compete.
Absolutely.
It's brilliant. It's really good stuff.
7,000 yards, still rocks.
16.
4 back. Oh man, that's really got a slang. Oh, he got a good bounce off the corner over there. I don't think he played it that way, but he got very, very fortunate. A lot of times that ball will just stay right in that long grass short of the green. Very clever. 17.
Ches Reedy.
It's a 5-iron, Ian. Got about 6 yards of wind up there. Maybe 7.
Can he make a 2 here like Phil and have a fast finish?
178 to cover the bunker.
Just a little bit too much draw. Needed at that cap number to be just right of the hole. You know, if he could finish 3rd or 4th today, he would jump into the top 50 in the world, which would be a big effort for Ches. So we go back to 16.
Also 4 shots back. Oh, circled it too much there. Oh, big flank over there to the left. The only good thing is that it's chipping up the hill. That's the only good thing. 15.
For par.
Inside right. And again, handles it. 3-shot lead. 3 holes to go. Mickelson, though, trying to do something dramatic at the 72nd.
Jesus Christ. 180 meter.
At the 18th, Tyrone Svegan.
Whoa.
He's under par right now.
What the fuck? 180 meter.
South African, a chance to get a birdie to finish. That one almost turned back in to the cup.
Wow.
And a nice wedge from 87 yards that slips to the bottom of the green. It will leave a lengthier putt, but he was very close. And hoping to end up with a birdie at the last to get to 7 under par. Steve Stricker. Stricker coming around the tree at the par 4 16th. This is a dogleg right. We'll slide from the top half down to the lower level.
Get up, get up. Ah.
And Stricker from there looking at birdie. So a nice approach shot, leaving about 14 feet for a 3. He is over par by 4 shots as Steve Stricker. Now behind the green, this is the closing hole. And there's Summer Haze. Summer Haze at 2 under, he could jump to 4 under, but that one will just keep moving well beyond the cup. And that's going to leave about 6.5 feet for Summer Haze. So he'll need that to see if he can pick up a shot at the last. Dustin Johnson sliding back into that group, sharing 4th on the leaderboard at 13 under par. Mickelson and Reedy 3 back, but Ted Potter Jr. right now holding on and not making a mistake.
Oh,
Playing
man.
extremely well to this point. And even though he missed out on birdie at the par 5 14th, he was able to scramble his way to a par. He was 3 under after 7 holes, and since then has recorded all pars on the card, but he is happy to have that success as he's up by 3 with 4 to play.
Well, this is an interesting little moment. Live, Mickelson at the 18th. But he'll have to sweep a draw.
This is the perfect one. Oh, just carry.
Get up. Oh, in the top of the bunker.
2 yards. If it landed in the rough, it would have been absolutely fantastic. Would have just gone out.
Ooh. He had to think it looked pretty good from back there, but comes up short. 16.
Pretty good line. I'll give this a birdie chip. He's got a shot at this one. He's got a shot at this one. Good. So already he's going to remain at 13 under, and now off the tee, just nudge anything down there. Big white fairway, as we've talked about.
Just going with the hybrid, he'll lay fairly well back, I think, with this.
Ted Potter Jr., he has a 3-shot lead. He's played 83 events in his career. He has 3 top 10s, including his win, 17.
Yeah, and that was from a perfect lie and just decelerated enough. Get that kind of lie, you're thinking about a hole again.
Yeah, exactly. He's under the hole though, so at least that's good. 16.
Marshall likes it. Flaps down, right down the middle.
He's going to like it as well.
He won the Greenbrier after missing 5 straight cuts, and he won that tournament. Ted Potter Jr. on his way.
Early Sunday, Paul Casey, as we were watching with our PGA Tour live cameras, the birdie at the third, and he would move it to 9 under par. Phil Mickelson, chance to get to 10 under. It's also at the par 4 third, and Mickelson sends that one across the green, diving in. Beautiful putt hold for Mickelson, multiple-time winner here. Jordan Spieth, downhill putt at the par 3 fifth. This one a long distance putt, but Spieth, the defending champion, hooking that one up. You can watch all of the early coverage each morning, PGA Tour Live, when they're at a PGA Tour stop. You certainly want to have your PGA Tour Live coverage on your phone. You can download through the App Store or Google Play, and you can sign up at PGATourLive.com. The best in the game, you'll be able to see them every day. Competition always unfolds throughout the week, and we are treated to a chance to see them from start to finish. Ted Potter Jr. at 17 under par, up by 3 shots. 3 holes remaining as they are now at the 16th. We'll see how he handles the pressure. 14 under for Phil Mickelson and Ches Reavie. They are the closest to our leader. Jason Day moving into 13 under. He is at 16 now with a chance to get into that group, sharing second on the leaderboard. We'll head out to the back then.
Jason Day got a good look here. This one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Jason Day, ladies and gentlemen. He is now at 14 under, 3 shots back. Ted Potter
Fuck
Jr.
me.
The AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Mortgage confidently. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by AT&T. Some of the favorite spots inside the lodge, the tap room, Stillwater Grill, and the bench. Go back to 16.
Dustin Johnson.
177. That's an 8-iron hoisted way up in the air.
Line looks good. Line looks, no, it didn't go forward. It's kind of stuck there. Good angle up the hill, albeit about 25. 17.
Okay, firm and straight. About 4 feet for Ches. Birdie to last. really good up and down there, Donnie.
Classy, very classy.
In great form, 13th in the FedEx Cup standings. This will jump him up into the top 10. Back at 16.
Once he goes hunting here, Peter Costas, if he birdied this hole, that's he'd be in really good shape.
Deal at 170, he's also going with an 8-iron.
Right in the middle of the green, he's got it aimed. And that's where I'd be hitting it too. Very nice. That's underneath it, the hill, you know the deal. Right to left putt. Giving himself a look at just about every hole other than 14. What a week of weather we have had. Monday, Bill Proctor, the chairman here. I mean, the weather started on Monday. I would come up here a lot since the 60s. I've never seen 5 days in a row that good. Never, ever. And now Phil trying to hold it.
And you know that is a distinct possibility.
Yeah, 39 feet.
Just do what Jordan Spieth did at the Travelers. For eagle to get within one. Ah, there she goes.
The 18th has not been a happy hole for Phil. Took 6 last night at 77 yards. Cannot believe that hop forward.
Trying to shake it off the disappointment still. That second shot probably needed another couple of feet to hop through that rock. Perhaps you close. So the birdie putt coming up.
Well, as we check on the web.com tour, the Club Columbia Championship in Bogota, Colombia. These players are all trying to earn enough to have the PGA Tour card for next season. D.H. Lee at 17. I had a nice putt hold there. He's able to pick up a shot. Ben Taylor, par 3 7th. And Taylor holding that. Off the green, Ben Taylor at the 10th. This is the par 5. And he makes the 14-footer to move up. Takes him to 11 under. Now, 18, 15-footer. And Taylor making that. And as we check the leaderboard, a nice lead in Bogota for Ben Taylor. 15 under. 68 as he moves to the top. K.H. Lee with a 64. And he joined the group at 9 under par. Barnes and Burns along with Jason Gore all right there.
Come on.
Okay, for Jesus Rodriguez, 7 under score, and he's looking to play well. Here at Pebble Beach Golf Links, 17 under for Ted Potter Jr., continuing to lead. Three holes remaining for the last group as they are working the 16th now. Phil Mickelson now 3 off the lead. Birdies at 16 and 17, up to 18.
We're back live at 18. Nicholson stepping in now for a birdie attempt. He shares second with Jason Day and Ches Reed, 3 behind Ted Potter Jr. But there's so much break on this putt, you have to visualize the front of the hole is at 9 o'clock. Right in the side door. Start turning. Keep turning. Oh. Look at that. Finishes right at the hole. He's going to shoot 67. Even 2 rounds better than that today. Did not claw that last one. Stallings and Murray both shooting 600 today. And making a valiant attempt here in this closing stretch with birdies at 14, 16, and 17. Look at the grip here, Nick.
Yeah, well, sometimes go with the feel. I mean, these guys have got a couple of grips, and especially with that being maybe so fast, or he knows how he releases it with the regular grip as opposed to how he releases it with the claw. So he felt good. He's in control. He's the boss.
16.
Well, the guy in control is actually in this group here. We've got Mr. Ted Potter Jr. just staring down about the 20 footer. And this gentleman right here, and that's Mr. Potter. Doesn't
Yeah,
look
three
like
back, you
he's
figure you gotta play the last
Just-
3 under, because he hasn't shown any signs of messing up.
at all. Watch this hook at the end. It's gonna hook at the end. So Dustin's gonna wait, tap that in for remain at 13 under. Now this guy's now he has got to be starting to think about what's going to happen here in about 45 minutes, and that's trying to get his win. And again, he had a win way back. Greenbrier, July 2012. And I mean, just nothing. He just, 5 straight cuts going in that tournament. Won. And then the rest of the year, never finished in the top 50. Talking about the cuts he's missed on the web.com. We talk about everything. How does this possibly happen? How does a guy, this is a fairy tale kind of deal. And he's just playing fantastic. Get in there, get in there. Oh man, that was a good putt. Every putt's got the right speed, the right everything.
Yeah, he doesn't have the game that gets him into contention very often, Gary, but when he gets into contention, he can seal the deal.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that. Nobody gave him a chance to win today. Nobody. He just fired a 62 his last round. Bogeyed the last 2 holes for that. Come on, here you go. He never can put 2 rounds together. Well, he's doing that. Can't win against this guy. 40 yards longer than you are, but he's doing that.
Golf's a heck of a game, isn't it?
It is a very interesting game for such a small little ball and just a little bigger hole that creates a lot,
Oh man,
a lot
what
of
did you get
drama.
yourself into?
This guy is really, really shy too. Introverted. Nothing's bothering him. Nothing. Ted Potter Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, he has got a 3-shot lead as we look out towards Hawaii. Out that way.
As we check the PGA Tour champions, final round play of the Boca Raton Championship. The old course at Broken Sound, South Florida, southeastern corner of the United States. Mark Capcavecchia with a 1-shot lead, but trying to hold on as he's coming down the stretch. That was dropping back to 16 under. A par putt needed for Bernhard Longer, and trouble there. So Longer surrendering a shot. So the lead in the hands of Capcavecchia. This is at 18, his 4th. From the fringe, trying to get it to drop. So Calcavecchia tapping in. Mark Calcavecchia with the hands up as he picks up his 4th PGA Tour Champions win. His first since 2015. A big smile. And Calcavecchia holding off Bernhard Longer. Both players with rounds of 70. Greg Funk making it interesting with a 67. But Calcavecchia by 2 shots over the Hall of Famer. Big win on the PGA Tour champions. Most players enjoying Broken Sound, great golf course. $17 under for our leader, Ted Potter Jr., and another good 15 remaining. Up by 3 shots. Mickelson in with that 67.
Damn it.
Reeve and Day now also. Group at 14 under. Reeve playing the par 5 now. Could conceivably move it to 15 under, perhaps
Oh, my.
16 under, depending on if he has an opportunity at Eagle coming up. Reeve, take a look at that drive coming up at the 18th. He had 5 birdies on the front side. double digits for Paul Casey as he finishes with 70 today. Brian Gay working the 18th. John Rahm slipping all the way back to 8 under par. And Rahm, who made the turn in 34, he was 2 under on the front side, perhaps playing aggressive to see if he could get back to the top of the leaderboard. He bogeyed his first 3 holes and then lost 2 more shots at the par 5 14th. And that was what he was doing. He slid from, at one point, 13 under all the way back to 8 under par.
This will be a backup of major proportions over on the 17th. Ian?
Yeah, there certainly is, Jim. Both groups here waiting, the final 2 groups. Group ahead just left the green.
Well, that means that Tim Potter's going to have probably close to 15 or 20 minutes of wait. He's already been here for 3 or 4.
Jason's gone back to a 7 iron. He had 6 iron out first. For this to go really high and turn in right to left. Well, there's a long way right. Didn't get the draw he wanted. Not a solid contact. Just maybe a little indecision with the club there, Nick, with the 6 and the 7.
Yeah, it looked like the body was going faster than the arms and blocked it to the right.
Just across to the 18th tee.
And Reeve.
Delayed decision here to go with driver, and this could be an anxious moment.
Well, that's going to could bounce between the bunkers. Don't land on the car path. Did anybody see it?
There is out of bounds on the other side of the gallery.
I'm being told that ball is in play.
Okay. Just 17.
6 iron. Let's see if he gets the turn he wanted. I love the look of the top tracer technology there. The little ribbon shows the direction of play. Just like 16, just a little bit of turn there off the bank. That's a makeable putt for Merritt. Well, we've got a minute here. Let's check in with Jim and Nick and a special guest.
Yes, that special guest, of course, would be Clint, who's back again, as he always is on Saturday and Sunday, and chairman of the Monterey Peninsula Golf Foundation. Another phenomenal week with a lot of money being made here for our local charities. And what do you think of this tournament coming down to the wire?
It's gonna look a tough. This guy, Potter's been amazing. Comes out of, look at all the guys behind
I
him.
know, all these big top names that are in pursuit, but he's holding them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's good to have you with us.
Good to be here with
To the
the
finish.
caddy.
Thanks, boss. Thanks, boss.
That's what he's famous for, golf, more than anything. Oh, we had a little celebrity challenge, the 3M challenge on Wednesday. And we'll get you with a ripping driver.
Right, I ripped the driver on 2. Oh, somebody was in the way.
Well, that was coming toward you.
Yeah.
Pelligore back.
Oh, this is my trick of the trade.
Didn't know the caddy could put his hands on it, a ball in play. Bill Murray.
They're Eastwood. They're called Eastwood rules.
I see.
My caddy is fair.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Look at this.
Look at you.
Look,
Look at you.
Do you see the early call from the caddy?
It's Julie Inkster, Alfonso Ribeiro, and Clay Walker.
Our team won.
Yeah, we did.
He's a bone winner.
I did with the right club every time.
Kind of right up there with all
One
those,
club, I used just one club.
made the big putt. Almost as sweet as all those Oscars. Close. Congratulations. Waiting time on the 71st hole for our leader.
Well, in case you missed it from earlier, Jason Day, who is at 12 under par. We pick him up to 6, his 3rd. Brought him up the left side with his 2nd shot. This one, a nice play, judging the run out. Played it to the front of the green and then let it cross to a back right flag. Day would set up birdie. He would make that. And then after trouble at 7, comes back with birdie at 8. And Day able to pocket another birdie. Lost a shot at 9, so sitting at 13 under. This one checks up at the 12th, so a nice save after missing the green in regulation. on to the 15th. Day getting back to 13 under par. And then at the 16th, you'd have a chance to move it to 2 under on the round and 14 under for the week. So Day playing well, even though he had a couple of squares on the card going out in 35. He is right now 2 under on the day and a 14 under score. 23 putts, just 9 of 16 greens, so it's not been the best ball striking day. He is right now on the leaderboard. Will it be victory number 2 for Ted Potter Jr.? It's looking more and more like that's a real possibility with 2 holes left, up by 3 shots. And he is right now keeping enough distance between himself and the rest of this field to where he might be able to comfortably walk up 18. Hasn't really shown any nerves. He's one of those players that doesn't make the moment too big. Very relaxed and playing now some solid golf. Kevin Chappell rallying on the final day at 67. He moved up from 5 under after 3 days of play to 10 under. That's his final score.
Kinds of things to do in this gorgeous weather. And got a couple of balls running underneath chairs in the gallery. One of them belongs to Ches Reavy at the 18th when he drove it right.
The other belonged to Larry Fitzgerald.
Well, over at 17, Jason Day has 70 feet. And he's been putting well the long distance putts this week. He holed about 130 feet of putts yesterday. So if you're going to pick anyone to maybe do something brilliant,
I bet he has another 70 footer though this week.
exactly right. You don't get Tony. This is one of the few that you'd have 70 feet. Ted back there watching. He's been there 10 minutes already. Would certainly affect him a little more if Jason could hold this, get to 15 under, and then maybe do something special at the last. Comes up and across the ridge here and then picks up speed. Gave it a go. Left it down there where Ches Reavy made the group ahead for his par. Well, there's certainly plenty to look at while you're here, waiting around for the group ahead. Some spectacular views looking down the 17th. And then up there to the 18th along the shoreline.
It's got a few decent views of its own.
Ches has the ball back in play now with the help of Dylan Pruitt. No choice but to lay up. Give yourself a good number. That'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. Back to 17.
How about Steve Stricker, the way he's played this year? 50 years of age, turns 51 on the 23rd of February. One of the guys that's really beloved out here on tour, Steve Stricker, captain of the President's Cup team, has his own Champions Tour event and Chuck Schwab race on the Champions Tour. Nice 2-putt par for Steve. Not his best day today, of course. He's back at 7 under, 4 over today. As the Wizard waits on 17T. What wizardry may he's display in these last couple of holes, Ted Potter. Anyway, Troy Merritt, he's got his chance to get to 14. New putter in hand, loves the feel of it. Really given him a lot of confidence this week. And of course, the top 10 this week will get him into the field next week, which is not qualified for. We'll win, of course, and get him into all of them for the rest of the year and next year. But top 10 would be just nice as well. Maybe an eagle at the last, get 15. Paddle, 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 paddle. Oh, got hitters out there. How about the Bachelor? Chris Harrison loves this game. Interesting there, he played college soccer, and he's using one of those balls that looks like a soccer ball. If you haven't used one of those, they're really good to get some good imagery from. See the way it spins and rolls. Been a good partner for Jason Day. They had a good time. Nice and relaxed. Jason's wife, Ellie, absolutely loves the Bachelor series. Jason, not so much, he said, but that's okay. Doesn't do a lot of TV watching, does a bit more time in the gym. Must mate. Certainly has the length to challenge, as Phil Mickelson did at 18. Get it up there with an iron and have a putt for eagle. Good putt from 70 feet for Jason Day. Farmers champion a couple of weeks ago. His 11th victory on tour. Former #1, trying to get back to that place. Justin Johnson's held that for the last year. It'd be interesting to see, Peter, what happens here with this the final group. Ted Potter getting set to go.
Yeah, he's been waiting for almost 17 minutes.
Yeah. No.
182 yards. What breeze there is back into him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a 6-iron.
I think it'll be a good 6 with the direction the breeze is blowing right now here at 17. I'm up here at the green behind, and it's definitely coming back at them pretty good.
Yeah, the issue is, again, he's a low launch player, doesn't hit it particularly high. So, #1, carry the bunker. #2, try and keep it from bouncing toward the back of the green.
Somewhere on that back section, the same section of this green that the flag is on, will be very good in his position. Good shape.
A little bit higher.
Oh, really good shot from Ted Potter. Excellent. 30 feet beyond the hole, with a 3-shot lead at 17. Great play.
Fuck.
18.
There's the third shot for Kevin Streelman. About 120 yards. He really did play as a 3-shotter. He left 300 yards for his second and pulls that one. Back to 17.
Dustin going with one less club, 7-iron.
Substantially higher as well. It's been disappointing the last couple of days, really, for Dustin. Only 70 yesterday, when he normally just eats Pebble Beach up. And then today, he's 1 over on his round. To Ches.
Third shot.
114 yards into 10 miles an hour breeze. Plays up another 3. Really good angle, Nick.
He's got to be. He's going to. Oh, no. He did the same as he had the picture last week when he pulled his wedge to lose the playoff. He's done the same again. That's what this game's all about. Clear the negative pictures out of your mind.
It's hard to do, isn't it? Reedy tied for second with Mickelson and Day. Potter is the leader.
In case you missed it, we've seen a good week and a good final round from Ches Reedy. Birdie at 4, really had a strong performance on the front side. Birdie's on 2 of his first 4 holes to go to 12 under, now at the 6th. This is his second and played from that lower fairway, trying to get up onto this green and muscles it on, working for a back flag. And what a shot, as he would set up an eagle putt. He would 2-putt for birdie there, and then 8 in the fairway. Straight away from his position. Landed in the short grass, and from there, a nice long iron onto this green. And Ches Reed just playing with a really load of confidence as he would have a birdie there on the back nine. This at the 12th, it just scooted off the hillside and came up for a nice par save. So even though it looked like a little bit of a line shot, saved things, and now at 17 makes par at the par 3. So at 14 under par, a 2 under round working today. He did lose 3 shots, but all in all, a very positive week for Raven, looking to land in the top 2 for the 2nd straight week. So our leader is at the 17th, up by 3 shots. 2 holes left in his round. Jason Day at the par 5 18th, so is Reed. Strowman and Merritt all on the home hole, the par 5. Dustin Johnson just wasn't able to get it going like he was hoping. So he's at 13 under. What a view from up above when you take a look at this gorgeous golf course. There's so much to offer.
Back 18. Reevy.
Really sticky start to this putt, uphill. Really uphill against everything the whole way.
The wind as well. Try to knock that in, perhaps have a runner-up finish for the 2nd straight week. And Dave's giving it the Nicholas pose for 2000. Yes, and Jack said goodbye to the US Open at the age of 60. He knocked it on the green.
I was going to say, he'd like to take Jack's 2 shots. The drive the 3 went into the middle of the green.
You know, Jack had not played Pebble Beach since that final round until last June he was here. 17 years later, he came back and played with 3 of his boys. Had great time with Jack the second and Steve and Michael. All right, back over to you, Ian. 17.
Yes, Jim. There's Ted Potter prowls around. John Balmer is caddy as well, having a good look at it here from behind.
Right, yeah, it's Streelman ready to go quickly.
Pretty good.
That would have been Kevin after Bolden. Chance to move into a tie for 2nd. We have final round 68, which right now is tied 5th. Runaway winners with partnership. Larry Fitzgerald. They were runners up last year. And they're going to win it this year with that bunch. Let's go back to 17.
Really just needs to lag it down, Peter. It's pretty quick down there.
Yeah, it's all about speed.
Bogeyed his last 2 holes yesterday when he was sort of on 59 watch over there at Monterey Peninsula Country Club, and then 3-putted the first today. So he had a terrible finish yesterday and a bad start, but boy, has he been good since.
Has never changed the expression on his face for all the holes I've been walking with. Just the same expression.
Oh, they do have clouds here. It's the first time we've seen them this week, isn't it? It's been beautiful. A little bit of marine layer came in on Wednesday. This is good cloud cover. Down there to 17 green, spectacular look, isn't it?
Where to find Reevy standing over a putt for a 5.
A big putt for a lot of FedEx Cup points. World ranking.
Boy, he is climbing up the points, isn't he?
He certainly is. What a couple of weeks it's been.
Hier komen 6 volksgangers. Valt het tegen, of niet?
Yeah, take that consistency to Riviera. Yeah, that's the place to be. Hit fairways
Had
and
je
greens.
daarvoor een goede schetsels
Did you really say Riviera? Did you? Oh, very good. Very good.
That's what I heard. That might be your own man. Riviera, Riviera.
Oh, you're right. There it is. It's the cool. Very cool, Jim. Very good.
Right, second to first, maybe.
Dus
Okay, big
alle
round for
cijfers?
Dustin Johnson. A chance to get back to 14 under, maybe eagle the last.
Zo,
He's going to be waiting a while
Ik
here.
zei
He's
het ook
waiting
nog
for
wel,
the
ja.
day group to
Maar-
tee off on
Ja,
18.
ik ga wel
Okay, is that
echt proberen
Gleason about to go here at 18?
om, ja,
Even into
volgende
the
keer
breeze, he
dit.
can get it back up
Ja,
there
misschien
over
moet je
the tree or
toch
past
voor
the
een
tree.
blok gewoon wat meer bijhouden.
Well, they were
Yeah.
waiting
Al gewoon
here
niet
for
op het
about 10
laatste,
minutes. And
ja,
the
gewoon
breeze had really
iedere
died
week
down,
al
and
gewoon
just
echt
as
huiswerk
they
maken en leren.
had to pull the
Ja.
trigger, the
Maar
breeze
huiswerk
picked up
maken doe ik
about
sowieso
5 or
wel,
6
maar
Ja, maar
ik
ook
ga
leren.
leren
Ja.
al.
Gives you a pretty fair idea of
Want
it's
als je het herhaalt,
265 from that tee to the tree
nu
today.
heb ik het eigenlijk maar 1 keer herhaald.
Shows
Ja.
you how
En als je
strong,
dan
how
gewoon
cool, how strong
wordt
and cool the
makkelijker.
wind is at the
Maar
moment.
ik
That's
ga
what you gotta get on into
naar
for that
boven.
spot.
Ik ga nog niet
That was
slapen,
earlier in the
denk ik,
week,
maar-
and the wind
Okay.
was a little different, a little on the right, Jim.
Het doet echt... Je begint precies... Ja, ik weet niet.
Different
Hij ging
hole,
hier
and
door
then
het
from the
breeze.
right there, you rip it
Yeah.
up past the tree and can knock it on easily. Phil hit 5 iron. But Dustin must need to make this one. Absolutely loves this golf course. He's had 2 wins, 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s.
A little bit of question about what this putt's going to do. Called it his brother Austin.
It just dies left quickly at the very last minute.
Yeah, it looks like the pace, it's left edge or maybe inside left edge, and if it's dying, you have to put it outside the hole.
In the 2 starts this year, win in Hawaii and second. Had 11 seasons in a row with a victory. There's Dustin. 11 consecutive seasons. No one's done that more than Tiger had 14, Jack had 17. 17. And 17 victories in all. Hall of Fame career. Saying to Watson, that broke a little right. He thought the same as us, figured it'd go a little left at the end, and did not.
Until it went past the hole.
Now Merritt at the tee.
Yeah, boring that one through the wind and electing not to go driver.
Yeah, just make it a 3 shot, huh? 17. Yeah, Dustin just cleaning up, just over a foot. Well, I'm sure we'll see him going forward at the last.
Oh,
Try and get it up there on the 2.
stay.
But this one, Peter, it's you'd love to be able to just hit it firm
Nice.
straight in the cup. But
Nice,
you must
nice,
treat it with
nice.
respect.
Yeah, and I'm standing behind the green more toward the 18 tee, and the breeze is fairly brisk, enough to where it would affect the putt. I don't know that the bleachers to the left of him are sufficient to block the wind or not.
This is directly in line from where I'm sitting on the tower, and it just stays, it just hangs on that left edge. If he gets it outside the hole and too firm, it doesn't die back in. But if he hits it straight, it dies off to the right. It's not an easy putt, just inside 4 feet, Shotman tells us. And again, another good short putt. Ted Potter heads to the last with a 3-shot lead. He can just play it safe, maybe hit an iron up the middle and take the long route. It's been fantastic. A really, really good, solid display under a lot of pressure, Ted Potter. Well done. Up to 18.
And this for par to close out a memorable week. 5th place finish for Kevin on the individual ball runaway victory. Larry Fitzgerald in the Pro-Am. Yes. Their name will be on a plaque right behind the first tee at Pebble Beach as you take the step from the practice putting green up to number 1 and begin the magical journey. You'll see it. It'll be there forever. Streelman and Fitzgerald. Greenbrier coming in a high finish. Alonzo Ribeiro as well. So Brett Baer also finishing high in the top 10. Chris Harrison. And his professional career as a sports commentator, and then decided to head out west and start a horse racing network and got an audition to be a television